Hyde Park's Winter Wonderland is a world-famous Christmas event located in the heart of London, and with it being home to over 100 festive rides, attractions, shows and food stalls, there is no wonder it is so popular. However, today we're gonna count down the top 10 rides at Winter Wonderland. Starting off at number 10, we have the Time Machine. And no matter whether you want to take a trip back in time or you are just looking for another fun family ride, then this new for 2022 Wilde Maus is just for you. The only thing is, however, it is not all easy travelling, because along your adventure, not only will you encounter many classic Wilde Maus twists, turns, drops and airtime hills, which, trust me, is crazy enough, but you will do all of this in a freely spinning 4-person steampunk themed ride vehicle, and you do not need to be a steampunk scientist to know that after riding this attraction, you will sure want to go back in time. From a time travelling adventure to a climb up an icy mountain, for our number 9 spot, we have the Ice Mountain, which, despite once again being another Wilde Maus ride, is one of the only themed coasters on property. And so, for starters, if you are like me, who thinks the theming is as, if not more important than the ride itself, then you will instantly be getting the shivers when seeing all of its icy theming, lighting and that incredible abominable snowman animatronic. And on ride is just as cool, with you following a similar layout to Time Machine, this time however a lot less spinny, in addition to having a mainly indoor sections. Have you ever wondered what it must feel like to get so dizzy that you see the stars? Well, I sure haven't, but if you have, then look no further, as for our number 8 position, we have Discovery, and it has taken the word dizzy to the next level. Nevertheless, what makes this ride so crazy is the fact that in addition to spinning freely on 2 giant rotating arms, whilst flashing lights and smoke effects are fully surrounding you, is that halfway through the ride duration, when you think it is all coming to the end, those 2 giant rotating arms that you are connected to will go in opposite directions, resulting in whatever craziness this is. We have all had that much beloved childhood swing that we are now a little bit old for, but how about if I told you that Winter Wonderland has got an 80-metre solution for that problem? As for our number 7 spot, we have Aeronaut Starflyer, where you will be able to swing higher and faster than you can ever imagine. Although if you can get past that absolutely petrifying height and speed, then you must become an honorary astronaut, as trust me when I say, those panoramic views that you can get across London, especially in the night sky, cannot be matched. And so I'd feel wrong not putting this mission on our top 10 list. It is time for a classic, as for our number 6 spot we have EuroCoaster, which ever since its first visit to Winter Wonderland back in 2009, resulting in it being one of the longest lasting rides, has always been a family favourite, and for a good reason, because from the moment you board with up to 3 other riders to heading around its many 40 miles per hour wacky elements to even getting off again, your legs will be completely dangling. How awesome is that? And so if you have never experienced this rather unusual flying sensation in the past, then you must put this at the top of your must-dos, as it really is an unforgettable attraction. Top 5, and coming in for this position, we have Wilde Maus. Believe it or not, another Wilde Maus ride. And so before we get on to the ride experience itself, with there being a lot, and I mean a lot, of Wilde Mauses around the park alone, and each ride costing on average £8, if you are visiting on a busy day, then we'll suggest only riding your favourite 2 at most. Although if you do choose to take a ride on Wilde Maus, then you will definitely not be disappointed, with it featuring much bigger drops, sharper turns, more airtime moments, and a speed which I promise you I am not fast forwarding right now. Get ready to scream, laugh and cry at the same time. As for our number 4 position, we have XXL, which, as you can probably guess by the name, is not for a faint of heart, and you will not be wrong. With, in a nutshell, the inward facing gondola that you are sitting on, and we will get onto that later on, rocking back and forth, higher and higher. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention, was also rotating at 15 rotations a minute, until you are quite literally screaming your lungs out as you soar through the air, which with those inwards facing seats too, creates a scary but also a lot more funny experience, with you being able to see everyone else's scared faces. There is a blizzard coming to Hyde Park's Winter Wonderland, and it is up to you to take it on. As for our number 3 position, we have Blizzard. In my eyes, the scariest ride at the park. And I think as soon as you see its 65 metre rotating arm in motion, you will very quickly realise why. Nevertheless, it is when you look a little closer, is when you realise the full extent of this attraction's intensity. Because at the end of that consistently rotating 65 metre brightly coloured arm, there is 2 little 8-person gondolas that will both twist as well as 3D flip upside down for the entirety of the ride. Isn't that just bonkers? If you are scared of heights, then look away now. As for our number 2 spot, we have Hangover, and with it standing at a max height of 85 metres in the air, making it not only the tallest ride at the event, but in the whole of the UK. For many, just looking at this tower is scary enough, but that is nothing compared to the feeling of slowly rising higher and higher and higher to this crazy height, whilst also rotating around, all before that humongous plummet back down to planet Earth in a matter of seconds, causing even the bravest of elves in the group to hold on very, very tight. We have made it to the number 1 spot, and in my eyes for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Munich Looping. And where do I begin when talking about this ride? As if I was going to talk about every great part, we would literally be here all day. Yet to start from the beginning, from the moment you walk into the park and see those world famous 5 Olympic loops, you will instantly want to jump aboard. And you should definitely do exactly that, as words literally cannot describe how amazing its many 50 miles per hour drops, turns, helixes and of course mega intense inversions really are. And so I think it is very easy to see why this is at our number 1 spot. Thank you all for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.